What up, everybody? This is Tamika and
Stormy.
And this is Listen Up with the Knights, y'all. Listen Up with the Knights. So, everybody, how y'all doing? How y'all doing out there? So, let's go into what our topic is going to be today, because last week was something else. That topic last week.
Because y'all were foolish.
How
about that?
That topic last week took us home.
That's why all that damn coldness came in, because y'all was full of it.
Whatever.
You need to cool y'all asses off.
So the topic this week, everybody, is going to be. So, how do you feel about? I'm gonna let you read the topic.
How do you feel about? Because you don't know how to say polygamous.
That's not.
I'm saying, but do you not?
I know how to say the word. I was like, you do. I always do all the damn talking, man. Shit.
Oh,
don't be doing me, man. Anyway. Why she be always trying to front and shit. I was just trying to not take over the freaking talking this time or whatever. And I was trying to make her look included in shit, but clearly she thinks.
How do y'all feel about polygamous relationships? Inviting that third into your relationship. So
fourth or fifth.
Or 6 or 7, because I've seen one, because it is a real sex show that it was, they had 7 in there. So and also today, I did come up with a little different for you. I came up with the different types of polygamy, because some of you don't know that it's different stages in polygamy, because I didn't know. Did you know?
Nah, I didn't.
They have like 6.
Oh, shit. Well, I want to let y'all know with this topic today, we decided to go ahead and bring on a special guest onto the show today. Let me go ahead and bring her on. We decided to bring on none other than J Boo, the heartbreaker from Houston, Texas, y'all. So,
what's up, Scorpio?
What's up, y'all? What's up?
Oh, nothing. Thank you for joining us today on Listen Up with the Knights. As you know, a lot of our shows, everything has to do with sex, some topics surrounding sex. So today, we've had people ask, had the conversations about whether it was a threesome, being a third in a relationship, whatever. And a lot of people got different views on it. So what we want to do is go ahead and have that conversation today. And that's why we invited you on, because you kind of let us know. You filled me in actually this past weekend on some things.
Oh, a little Sean.
No, some, y'all. But for those who don't know, basically what this is, and this is basically what it says. This is that when people say, how do you know if I'm poly and this and that? Well, they said, if you ever had a crush on multiple people at the same time, and you want to engage in sexual activity and have that relationship with multiple people at the same time, then you probably fall into that poly realm. This is what the experts say. I'm just telling you what the experts say.
And who made them an expert on that?
It said a doctor, man.
And because he got a degree, he paid for it.
I'm just saying. He must specialize in some shit. I don't know.
I don't know. Somebody tell me, how do you feel about this? What do you, how do you feel like when you are? Matter of fact, I got J Boone. I forgot I got a guess. How did you know if, that was something for you?
Okay. All right. It took growth. It took growth for me to want to experience it, right? Because to me, I feel like we all come out of the womb knowing that we gonna live this monogamous life, because we seen it with our parents, right? And then we seen everybody else doing it. And then I was like, once I got older, I was like, you know what? Who said I gotta be monogamous? Like, who said I gotta do that? Like, I may want to date more than one, or you know what I'm saying? So it took growth for me. So then one day I just decided I don't necessarily want to be tied down to one chick. I wonder if it'll be cool if I can have multiple chicks, maybe one or two, 2 or 3, something like that. But I just went in. It's like, fuck it, let's try it and see.
Spoken like a true Scorpio. I just went in.
I just went in.
what was gonna
Yeah,
happen.
she said I just went in. I was just hey,
the hell with it.
And
Right.
I get it. I get it. I mean, some people say the argument is people say it's just a form, another form of cheating, saying it's okay to cheat. That's what some people say. Some people are just they say it's a no for them because they selfish. And I ain't saying they selfish. I'm just they say they selfish.
But how you know you selfish if you don't experience it? Like you don't even know. You may enjoy
That's
the scenario. Like how you even know? Like I feel like you gotta experience something to even know you really
don't
don't
like.
want it. Yeah.
See, that's me. It's like that with
Everybody's going based off of what they think they know. Like, just because everybody else is doing it, I mean, you have to just like marriage. Just because everybody else is getting married, I mean, you got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, you can make your own choices, but to each
exactly.
his own.
I do agree with that. But back to your cheating part, right?
Uh-huh.
Because the expert said now a lot of people partners because and the thing is called monopoly, meaning one person in a relationship is monogamous, but the other person is poly because they feel like they don't want to be in multiple relationships, right? And so in this instance, the expert said this may not be a good thing because that does encourage cheating. And in that aspect, that is, I mean, because that is now you are cheating because I want to be monogamous, but I'm allowed
Hmm.
to do other stuff. So, that's why I think where a lot of people get that.
But cheating, it ain't cheating if you allowing it.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't.
If you allowing it, that's not cheating.
But I think the problem comes in is when I don't know what you're doing with this other person because I'm not there. Like in a full poly relationship, and again, it all depends because it could be just that you having sexual, you just have 3 or more partners and y'all all have sex together, But in that instance, I know what you're doing. We got boundaries. We done already talked about it. When it's in that monopoly or whatever the hell it's called, because I think that's kind of, I think that's, I don't think that's a good, I don't think that's a good fit. But in that one, I don't know what you're doing because you having sex without me. Because I'm monogamous and I only have sex with you. But you having sex with how many, Lord knows how many partners. So I think that's where the problem comes in.
So that still don't make no sense. Because you wouldn't put poly into that. Because at that point, now you just fucking cheating. That's all that is. You wouldn't even put that end part to it. So that makes it
monopoly.
Yeah, that's a monopoly.
But,
That's a monopoly. That's what that's like. So,
but look, I was in a relationship like that. I was in a monopoly.
wait, where was it you or the other person that wanted to be that was mono?
So the other person was poly and I was mono.
Uh-huh.
And she had two other partners that were mono as well.
So
So we was all individually in a relationship with her.
So technically, per healthline, that was a V, meaning she was the one that had multiple partners, and all her partners were
just
mono.
Yeah, it was monogamous.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was a
How the fuck does that work? I'm sorry.
V like it.
It works if you can make it work. Like
she was a madam. Is what she was. She was a madam.
She was
and y'all was her house.
She wasn't pimping. She wasn't pimping like that.
She was a madam. That's all that was. She was a madam. She made sure her house stayed alive.
So let's go back to that. When you said you was in a monopoly, then how can you say you were actually, you have experienced poly? Have you been in a poly?
Yeah, because it says poly. It says basically it's a form of ethical or consensual non-monogamy that involves having romantic or sexual relationships with multiple partners at the same time. So then that would be considered technically poly if you only still engaged and involved in that one person. At this point now you're just in an open relationship because you're allowing her to kind of have whatever outside of you.
But you want to be monogamous
in that relationship. Yeah, I didn't mind being monogamous, but I've been in a poly relationship before, but I was younger and I didn't really know what I was, none of us really knew what we was doing. And that probably lasted about 3 or 4 months. And, it didn't really work out. They ended up together.
So do you regret it?
No, I'm open to trying it again because now that I'm older, we can all have an understanding and communicate better. So,
Yeah, because I think that's the main thing. You have to have the respect level and the communication
mm,
when you in those type of relationships. Because if not, somebody's gonna feel left out or get jealous, or something like that.
That's
So
a threesome.
doesn't matter. Sometimes it's not three. Now, according to Healthline, you have the.
Who said Healthline? What
I'm
the
just
hell they
saying. I'm
talking
just
about?
reading it.
Who said make
Because
them experts?
headlines give you the breakdown. Because now you got the hierarchy. Polyamorous relationship, meaning you have primary partners, you have secondary partners. Whereas like me and you, we primary, and then we bring people in. Those will be secondary, meaning that relationship don't take precedence over the primary. So you have those type of poly relationships as well.
Okay. So you got so you got your primary, that's the marriage, and then the girlfriends, that's the secondary. So they can just be cut off at any time.
Or it can be all girlfriends, but you have your main squeeze.
So you got your main bitch. You like a pimp.
You got your bottom bitch.
You got your bottom bitch. Okay, like
if you got your bottom bitch that gets everything, and then you got your secondary be like, you know what, y'all got me when you get me. But if she asks, she first.
So if my bitch gets a hotel and the rest of them get a motel on the back of the car.
On the back of the car.
I'm trying to follow this. You understand what I'm saying?
But you looking at it as pimp, and it's not being a pimp.
It sounds like being a pimp.
It's not. It's because I care about you, and I care about somebody else, and I care about this person, which all of them care about me.
Okay. Now I have a red bar here say it's a hell no for me. I have Nikita says that she says it cuts out a lot of cheating. She says I'm all for it due to the fact that I have a huge appetite for different things.
Okay, because all your relationships are different. It's not the same thing.
Each person serves a different purpose.
Yeah.
Anybody got some? If you got some better medical benefits than what I got right now, then I may consider putting you into this relationship.
But the thing about it is, you have to be having sex.
Can you cook clean? If you cook clean,
they gotta be able to have sex too, because it's sexual relationship.
I bust you down every now and again. I let Stormy do our hard work.
Fuck that. Yeah, my man can't go on everything.
She might not want the bow. She might not want the bow.
TH on the mic.
She might not. Okay, see, Tamika says I always was told that in a poly relationship, it's no
such much about. Yeah, it's not much about the sex.
It's not so much about.
And from a religious standpoint, a man could have as many wives.
Okay.
As he could. Okay.
No. Because let's break that down, because people do get it confused. There is a difference between polygamy and polyamory. It's two different things. Mm-hmm. So polygamy is where you have multiple spouses. That's what that is. And that person may or may not allow their spouses to be, have other people.
Correct.
Whereas in being a poly relationship, y'all have this talk, everybody can be kumbaya depending on the type of relationship you have.
And then and in that type of relationship too, they may all at some given point be having sexual relations with each other at any given point. It may not be at the same time.
And that's called polyfidelity. That means they only have sex with the people in their circle. Each one teach one.
So what's the one that they all have sex together?
Polyfidelity. Because they don't bring nobody else inside.
They don't bring nobody else in. It's just that if it's four y'all living together, four y'all kumbaya, four y'all are the only people that's having sex with each other.
It's called a quad if it's 4. Triad if it's 3.
Okay. So who is there a rule to like who is the breadwinner or who take care of, how does that work in that?
I think that's probably a conversation.
That's a conversation. Yeah, that's what y'all have, because
Okay.
in reality is, if it's, say for instance, it's four of you, two of you can take care of the kids and not work, and the other two can work, right? Or
Okay.
three can work and one can stay at home and be the homemaker. But it's all in, what you talk about and communicate together and how you want it. Because, in this instance, I think if we were in one, I think Tamika and I would be the breadwinners, and the other person would have to run the business, cook, clean, do all of that. So that would be that instance, and but it all, that's that conversation.
And people do not take it as, because a lot of people take it as a sexual thing, and they be like, oh, it's a whole threesome type. Threesomes and poly is different. For the most part, threesomes, you busted it down. That's only happening maybe once or twice with that one person or whatever the case may be. That's it. But a poly is more of a relationship that you build with the other person, and y'all are, being like cohesive together.
Now, threesome could become a poly relationship
if you put it down right.
It ain't even putting it down right. It could be that chemistry that you have, with the person or whatever. So, but then you have, like I said, it's a lot of different levels. You got non-hierarchy, meaning, hey, everybody in the relationship is the same.
So let's see here. I got Rude Boy said it's just an orgy party. Natasha Mosley says, child, it's a no. Slim Star says, so why not just stay single and mess with who you want if you want more than one person? But
I got an answer for that. Hold on.
Yeah, there's an answer for that.
There's an answer for that. So it's called solo poly. I can still be single because it's all about me. This is what you was talking about. At the end of the day, it's all about me, and I can do what I want to do, which I can have multiple people that I deal with. You can do what you want to do, but at the end of the day, it's about me and what I want. So that's that's a different relationship.
But at the end of the day, you still gonna end up who you put into this type of relationship. Everybody's gonna be on the same page. Everybody has the same mindset. So it's not the whole, why don't you just stay single? Because hey, if you find somebody that has the exact same thing that you want and want to do the same things you want, then I don't see anything wrong with it. It's just like smoking weed. You may not smoke weed, and I may freaking turn the roof off. It may be a whole chimney up in here. So at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with it. It's just a preference and a choice. So now I'm hanging out and being with people who smoke just as much as I do. It's just a preference. It's a choice. It's not like somebody pushing you to do some shit that you don't want to do. If you don't, the person that you're with in a relationship with, and you had that conversation, if they don't want to do it, then you be like, okay, you respect it and you don't do it, and then you keep moving on. If you and that's it. We taking applications off the plan.
Yeah. And on top of that, this to answer Slim Star's question again, it is different. It's different traits in each one, right? So I might really, really like this person over here, but I'm missing that. I'm going to bring you this 80-20. I'm missing 20% from this person. And I need to go over here and find this person. If this person is okay with it, then, hey, we all good.
Because they may want to do it as well. They just didn't know how you was going to feel about it. So therefore, never brought that conversation up. But now they know, hey, I'm good with it. Hey, let's do this thing. And then y'all, basically it's just finding a balance with anything. Rude Boy says, I don't like nothing about it. It just sounds so confusing, especially with the men. And Slim Star says, that's having your cake and eat it too.
But why, if it's my cake, why can't I eat it?
First of all, cake is supposed to be eaten, Slim Star. So I'm just saying, you want me to have some cake and just watch it?
Be sitting there. This is my cake. This is my cake right here, and I don't eat it. Come on now. But the thing about it is, you thinking just about you thinking with that mono mind. I love this monogamous relationship, and that's fine. But you can't think like that in a poly because it's like my heart is big enough to share for for 2 or 3 people, right? I can love multiple people. I don't have to be tied down to just one. And if you really think about it, if we're not married, truly we all dating. to be honest, right? So it's still like I'm single, but these are my people, and I'm gonna make sure they are okay at the end of the day, and we gonna have sex while we do it.
And y'all take care of each other. So let me ask you a question. Um, you said that you when you were younger you did it. Did you answer of why you got out of it initially?
Who, me?
Yes.
It just kind of faded away, and then at the time, of course, I'm a stud, and then they were films, so it was kind of like, they looked at me as the one to take care of them, like to provide for them, and
Gotcha.
I was kind of like, I could possibly do this, but do I really want to,
Facts.
and I didn't really want to do that, and we all was young at the time, so it's like I think that's what they all kind of thought. And then yeah, it just kind of faded. The younger one, she ended up uh talking to somebody else, which was fine. But they was like smashing all the time. Like I would come over and they would like already like, oh, you here too? Like,
I done started without you. I got the honest.
yeah.
And so that goes back to the way I think Slim starts thinking, it's all about the sex. Or pretty much everybody, it's all about the sex. And at the end of the day, when you're in this type of relationship, it can be, but it's not. Because if it's all about
Right.
the sex, are you really in a relationship? You just smash it. You like Tamika said, you just having a threesome, right? So, I think that's the difference is you have to know, hey, am I in a relationship with you? What we doing?
Hmm.
It has to be laid out just like in a monogamous relationship. We talked about that last week. You have to know the expectations in any relationship. If you don't know your expectations, then what are you doing?
Correct. I had someone out here says everything should be equal on all parts. Correct. So I know for me,
Right.
I really and truly, if this was like something we just do, or what, I'm not looking for somebody that just come in here and just do everything, and we just we taking care of this, we taking care of that. No, at the end of the day, it's somebody got to come in that can bring something to the table. We all got to
Right.
be in a balance. So you can't be coming in here and you on food stamps and you ain't got no
Hold
job.
up.
Well, I don't know if you get
You got
stamps.
food stamps.
That might be a good country.
Wait. You on food stamps, baby. You might be
Oh,
complimenting you on some food stamps.
No,
Woo!
but
But you can't have 6 and 7 kids though. No.
but they got to bring something to the table. So it ain't gonna be where we taking care of you. It ain't gonna be that type of ball game. It got to be like minded people. You know what I'm saying? I think it works best if it is an equal share. And when I say equal, it doesn't mean equal monetary because it's always gonna be somebody that makes more than the other. But if you're pulling your weight in
mhm.
the household, that's where it becomes equal. And I don't see it being a problem.
And like back to your situation, I think they were looking for somebody to take care of them at the end of the day. Because especially, you got to think about it. You said you were young, and most women films they are, they've been bred that dominance. And when I say dominant, they can be stud, male, anybody takes care and protects. So you had 2 films. Oh yeah, that was a done deal for you. You was in for it.
They was trying to get
Yeah.
their her did.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you probably could take care of it, but did you want to at the end of the day? Why am I doing this at the end of the day? Especially if you're not getting anything out of it other than sex, because then you just paying for some ass, pretty much.
Right.
Now let's see. Someone Slim says, but you really can't because someone going to get more attached. Everyone is not going to get the same love. That's why that's what makes it the problem.
Not necessarily.
Not really, because you already know what you're getting yourself into. Like you already know, like, hey, I'm gonna let y'all this y'all show. Y'all go ahead.
No, come on.
You don't hear
Because it's a balance. You know what I'm saying? Everything
It is a
balance.
balance. Everybody know what's going on already. So
Yep.
it ain't like I'm gonna love you more than I love the other one, because that's not what we said. That's not what we started off. Like we came to the table like, yo, we gonna love each other equally.
Now the only time that might be a problem is if the people are already married. That might become an issue,
Okay.
because if you secondary, then you just not coming in.
And you'll have that feel, even though the person
Right.
may not be making you feel that way, but in the back of your mind, you may feel that way because I'm just coming in. Y'all already got some established.
Yep. And
Mhm.
you have, you have to realize if you married, we already got stuff we do together, and we might exclude you because at this point, that's what we do. Now, what we all
That make a lot of sense because that's how I felt. Because I was the third wife coming in the situation, and they, was established 5 years, and I'm so yeah, that does make a lot of sense.
yeah. And then when you bring it in, you have to realize when you coming in, you have your own relationship with this person.
Correct.
Right.
Versus you can't compare your relationship to what we have. You have to build your own.
And at the end of the day, if you are, if I feel like you bringing somebody in, both of you, you that person has something that drew you to them, right? As well as the other person. So it may be the fact that, like I said, I Stormy likes to drink. She likes her brandy, her cognac. I don't drink that shit, right? She likes cigars. I don't do that. So it may be somebody that come in and they actually like that. So now guess what? She gonna spend time. That's they QT time,
Mhm.
whatever. Because guess what? I don't do that. Right. But then I may have something that I really like to do. That's Stormy,
Shopping.
shopping, whatever. Yeah, I like to shop. I'm telling y'all, Adidas. Look, I'm be a brand ambassador one day, y'all. And I'm a shopper, and so Stormy really don't care to do so. So then she may resist that. So guess what? That's our QT time to where we go shopping. It's just you got to
And then
find a
we have
balance.
us
Yeah.
QT time where we go to the movies
Movies.
or
We
go
all
out
like
to
to watch
eat,
movies after eat. There you
something
go.
like that. And that's basically
You
it.
just you know, I'm just saying, but people have to find a balance.
Yep.
King on here says if we can build and add value to one another mentally, physically, and emotionally, then I'm all for it.
Yep. I
Exactly.
agree.
Exactly. Slim says it's not all about the sex. It could be the attention, which is true. Um, then let's see. CC said, "Hey fam, hey."
Hey, CC.
Tarsha says, "No, she just had the wrong films. You just
I
had the
sure
wrong."
did. I had the wrong house.
But they heard defense, they was young, so
They
they
was
didn't have
young.
no boundaries, and that's another thing you have to set boundaries.
And it's all about conversation. I feel like if you could sit down and it's somebody that you can communicate with and have a conversation with, I don't think that there is nothing that wrong with what it is. I mean, I feel like that y'all will be able to, come in harmony with the
Yeah,
shit.
do
I
what you
think it
gotta
grow.
do.
Do what you got to do.
If you want to call in, she gonna put the number up. If you want to call us, go ahead and
Yeah. So if you want to call in and
call
get
in
your
and
little
chat.
ask Jay Boo a question, ask us a question, or just chime in with a comment. Call in to 469-888-2136. Again, 469-888-2136. Or if you got a question or something you don't want nobody to know you asking the question, inbox me. I won't say your name. I'll just ask the question. So you can contact that way. So again, 469-888-2136. And again, this is how do you feel about poly?
So J Boo,
Mhm.
did you experience both? Which one do you prefer, poly or monogamy? Uh
um,
She had to adjust herself. She had to adjust herself.
I mean, I don't mind monogamous, right? Especially, with that person, right?
oh.
But I do, if I'm gonna be monogamous, I would love to have fun, and I'm not saying all the time. I'm saying birthdays and, special occasions with my significant other. So I don't know if that's poly or if that's open or whatever that is, but I'm not gonna say poly because I haven't really done poly. Like I wouldn't even count that old
That old.
situation. Yeah, because and then the last one I was in, I was still monogamous. It was just her that was poly. So I can't say I prefer poly.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I'm open to it, but
I'm open
When
though.
she gets up, I'm open to it, but I'm not. See, I think that's where I fall into it too, because it's like I'm either way. You know what I'm saying? I could do monogamous and I'll be fine, and I'm perfectly cool. Or I could do poly. I can do either way. It's really no huge preference for me. It's just I'm like a chameleon. I'm with who I'm with, and I adjust in that manner.
We
So
can be goddamn monogamous in this motherfucker.
so
But
I'm just saying.
So y'all have never experienced a poly relationship?
No.
No, okay.
No.
But y'all not open to it.
Who not open for it?
Stormy said hell no.
Yeah. See, I'm chill and laid back, so I'm just in that aspect. So I'm open to it.
And the only reason I say that is because I'm very, very picky. You know,
yeah. See, it'll take forever. I tell you right now, it would take forever. Because it will be, and I know it'll be a situation where it'll be a female, and I'll be like, "Ooh, shit, yeah," and this Storm be like, but then they'll turn around and she'll have a female be like, "Yeah, shit, I look." So we just have different tastes.
Yeah, and so it would actually have to be someone that spark both our attentions, and we had to go to 1-800 what?
Build a bitch.
Yeah, say.
Okay.
Gotcha. Because like I said, our tastes are so different. Me personally, I like somebody that we can have intelligent conversations and talk and talk about play strategy games and all this stuff. Where as Tamika likes to be creative. Well, I'm creative too, but she's more creative. She like to go shopping. She's social butterfly pretty much.
Basically, the person would have to appease me more than just the sexual thing would just for me come later.
Yeah.
They have to grab my attention on a whole different level. To the point where I want to sit up and talk to you all the time. I want to sit up and be, like, hey, I want to know more about them. I want to learn more about them.
Yeah.
They would have to grasp me like that. Because sexually, it's like, for me, as long as I got them batteries in my drawer, I really don't,
and her 24-hour porn.
The sexual part, it is what it is, but the other stuff or whatever is what get me. I need to know what's up here. This is what's gonna get me. If you got this, man, yeah, then it'll get my attention.
So T, I mean, I don't disagree, but I think it can be done because. And you have to keep in mind that in a poly relationship, you want feelings to evolve because you're building a relationship with a third person, or I say multiple because hell, on Real Sex they had 7. I was like, how the hell is this even?
So T says that when she said, I think that with women it's more difficult to have this type of relationship because the feelings sometimes get involved. See, it's somebody that damn near viral on TikTok that I looked up right now, and she flourishing very well with her wives, and they doing great. Don't turn your head. I'm just saying on TikTok. Now you see the other colors or whatever do it all the time, and then we see. I mean, I don't think so.
But that's why I was asking. I said because of the feelings, you want feelings, and see, this is where people think about just sex. It's not just sex.
Correct.
This is you building something with somebody. This is your person.
Correct.
You just have multiple persons. You have and if you already married, then your wife or your husband, your spouse rather, that's gonna be your primary person. That's your primary. Your secondary have to know they lane. Now, once that comes, that secondary could become part of the primary.
Correct.
And if that's the case, then I'm like, hey, it's just us. It's just the 3 of us, and now we become poly fidelity. And we only kicking it with each other. We care about each other. We becoming monogamy, poly, all of that together in one.
Correct. Let's see here. Somebody on here says Sharon is Karen.
King, know what that is.
King says my 2 were young and they ran their mouths too much about her business. My business to her folks. So she said basically she just kind of had to let that go. That's another thing. So for me, I know it's gonna be somebody who is pretty much a little low key. You know what I'm saying? So they don't talk a lot. They don't talk too much. I mean, because I can't have nobody that talk too much because we got too much going on over here for you to be running your motherfucking mouth. I mean, MF mouth, excuse me.
Yeah, but it's too late. You can't strike that out.
I can try to. So it got to be somebody that is pretty low key or whatever the case may be, and they don't run their mouth. It is somebody who, first of all, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't want no first timers.
Facts.
Cause I don't want no virgins.
Facts. I don't want nobody who has never been with a woman.
I don't want no virgins. I don't. I don't want you to. I don't even want somebody who say that they just want to try. Oh, I want to try it out. No, ma'am. Because I'm no. Don't. I don't want.
Would you consider a gay man?
Okay, who girl?
A gay man.
A gay man doing what?
In a relationship.
With what?
With us.
Girl, no.
Why? I thought you was open.
I ain't open. Girl, you know I don't do no Peter. Don't play with me.
No, they don't do us.
Nigga, no.
We can.
No. No, ninja. It gotta be so. I gotta catch some pleasure somewhere.
But think about it. Because if you got a gay man, they still gonna, regardless, they still gonna be the protector. So they gonna carry a gun. They gonna empty the trash. All that.
That's a maid, nigga, and a bodyguard. Shit, the fuck. You niggas a maid and a bodyguard. What the fuck? No. Shit,
no. There's a maid and a bodyguard.
Okay, so let's read some of these comments.
Somebody said, hell no, gay man.
Okay, God damn. Hold on. So Mario says, if you don't have an established foundation in your monogamous relationship, you definitely shouldn't be inviting anyone to the bedroom or a poly relationship.
Come through.
That's true, Mario. That is true. T says she's scared of STDs to be doing this.
That's why they have doctors.
That's why you get tested.
And get tested.
Right.
So this one said, we're all adults, so why not tell your family? Tell my family what?
Because I think she was going back to what King said about telling her folks their business. It all depends. You know, if we just kicking it and dating and all this stuff, I might not want your people to know yet.
Yeah, because I might not know. Now, if you're becoming an actual prominent part into this relationship in this household, then I ain't got no problem with telling somebody this is my girlfriend.
Yep.
I ain't got no issues at all. This is my girlfriend right here.
She might upgrade to wife. Who knows? I can't physically marry because I'm already married to somebody else. But you know, because then we become polygamy, and that's against the law. Yeah. But
I won't treat you no less. Mm-hmm. You'll
still have that commitment.
You still have that commitment,
and you might even get a ring.
So it's all about being an adult.
Adulting.
A different
way.
Come on, Jay. Well, you got this look on your face like you got some it to say.
I ain't got nothing to say. I'm just, I'm reading the comments.
Shut up, Shawnee. She said I got a gang full of girlfriends already.
I got a gaggle of them.
They don't count. Those they don't count. Those they don't get the full girlfriend effect from me, so they don't count. They just get the title. So I just said that you're dating multiple people. Our family know. Oh, okay. So she said if you're dating multiple people, she said, yeah, our family's gonna know. And my family don't know everything I do.
I say that when my mom was alive, I was dating multiple people. She knew it, but she didn't know them by name because she was like, I don't want to know them, but she knew that I was dating multiple people. But
will you move them in?
No. So
when we moved them in, I mean, it all depends. It all depends on what stage we are. If it's just somebody we meeting and all that stuff, they might not. We can't move them in. Right now you acting like the U-Haul lesbian, so we can't do that.
Yeah, they're not moving in right away.
Not right away.
It's just like regular dating. I'm dating you. We dating each other. We all dating, and then once it gets a little further, whatever, then maybe we'll take it to another level or whatever. But it's just like if you were dating somebody one-on-one. So no, I'm not gonna just all of a sudden say, "Ooh, go right there, let's go and move her in." No, that's not how that happens.
And I'm be like, hell no.
So
that motherfucker might steal my TV. No. Slim started saying it's a hard no for her.
She said it's too much for her.
Too much. She said it's a hard no. It's not.
And that's the thing. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people are against it for whatever their reasons are, and it's not that it's wrong by any means. And it's a lot of people that are for it, and there's a lot of people that are for it, but they are afraid to to actually have that conversation with their mates or their partner based off they're not sure how they're going to react to it. And the thing is, it's just our conversation because we had the conversation. I came straight out and just asked, had that conversation. That's about relation. Being in a relationship is all about having that hard conversation. If you don't have that hard conversation, I mean, and that's the thing, you gotta have it. If you don't have that hard conversation, then you're gonna be walking around with that shoulda, coulda, woulda, or you not, or you really don't know. That's where you build friendship with the person that you with. If you have a friendship built with them, then y'all can have that conversation because you won't be scared because you already know that you can have that conversation. They're not gonna, go whatever. I knew I could go to her and say, hey, what you think about this? And when I said it, I presented it in a way of, hey, what you think if we did this and how it could enhance this?
You trying to cheat on me? That's what I said. No, I didn't say
that.
I was just saying. I was like, I said it's a possibility. I said we had to talk about it, and again, like we just said, we had to really. It had to be somebody that we both really want to kick it with, and want to build something with. But I'm mad at Randy over here.
Somebody, do you schedule do you schedule sex? Hey, I mean,
that's funny.
Might have to, because in regular relationships, sometimes you have to be like, shit, you know what? I'm free on Thursday.
I mean, you know what I'm saying.
That's actually legit because that's how it was with me.
Y'all scheduled sex?
I mean, not necessarily scheduled sex. It was just like we had.
Your time is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah, we had separate days.
Thursday and Sunday. I can get with that.
Yeah,
I can get with that. As long as they don't try to pull the weekend.
Try to get more time.
Yeah, try to put somebody, you got them this day, but now I want more days.
Because if you think about it, say for instance, if you're a married couple bringing somebody in, most of the time you'll probably kick it on the weekend, right? That's where y'all kick it, and then it might start out, you might kick it maybe once or twice a month. Then as the chemistry builds and feelings may grow, then you might start kicking it a little bit more. Hanging out, talking on the phone, blah, blah, blah. And then y'all grow as a couple for real. Well, right. a triad, because there's three. So, but the thing about it is, if I'm growing and I have a chemistry with this person, but my wife does it, then we have an issue because she don't have that chemistry.
Correct.
And so now that person has to go because unless she instantly get some, chemistry with this person, it's not gonna happen.
It's about building a relationship, and that's all there is to it. But at the end of the day, I mean, let's just call it what it is. Though that third person is going to be a little closer to someone else than the other. It is. So as an adult, you gotta, whatever is going through your head. If you're a jealous, I tell you this right now. If you're a jealous person, don't even think about bringing a third person in.
Leave it alone.
Just leave it at the door. If you're a jealous person, just don't do it because you're gonna sit there and start thinking stuff, and then you're gonna be like, "Well, they doing stuff without me," or "What did she think about me?" Oh my God, I'm gonna tell you right now. A third person come over here. You think that you can come in between this right here? Then hey, good luck.
All I'm gonna say is, this is my thing. This was my main thinking. You know what? Say they like to go shopping and all this stuff, and I don't do shopping, right? I get two people that's gonna shop for me.
There you go.
See that selfish ass shit right there,
I have two people.
You see that?
Then on top of that, out of the two, somebody gonna say, "Hey, babe, you hungry?"
Yep. You got a meal?
Somebody gonna say it. They be like, "Hey, baby at home, what we gonna get baby to eat?" You
the same thing she got ahead of yesterday.
See, when she say yesterday, the other one be like, "Don't be like that. We gotta get baby something to eat." See, she
right.
The other conscious in the ear. You see what I'm saying?
Whatever. Let's see right here what somebody says. She says, "I've done it and would do it again, just with the right person." Some people think they want this life. Then when they get into it, they want to switch it up. No, this is what you signed up for with me. And that's Nicola. Randy said, hell no, dog.
Switched up on you, girl.
I want to go back. Put it in how they switched up on you.
Yeah, they switched up on you.
Yeah.
How did they call in?
How did they switch up on you? Because that's what we want to know. How they switched up on you. And if you want to call in, Nicole, go ahead and call in at 469-888-2136 if you don't want to type. Again, 469-888-2136.
Randy says,
so
Polly just doing too much.
And let's see. So this person says, what if you're, oh, we already had that conversation. Polly is just doing too much. Let's just get naked and bust and go home. Hotel action only. That's a threesome.
So I mean, and you can do that.
And some people would like to do that.
Because again, I told you and the rest of the people on here last week, y'all just some horny toes and y'all think about sex all the goddamn time. Poly relationship is not all about sex. Just like when you get married, it is not all about the sex. I'm not finna marry somebody just because I want to fuck. I'm not. Because at the end of the day, what do I have when you can't give me nothing? I have nothing, and I'm gonna leave you. And I said that's probably why a lot of people get divorced, because they say, "Oh, they got pretty eyes, pretty hair, and they can sex me good." Well, once that person stopped, the sex start getting boring because now you bored with it because they keep doing the same thing over and over. Then what you got? You have nothing left. You have no intimacy. Correct. You know, and this kind of, and you know, that's why you start wanting to have threesomes and all this stuff. No. What we're talking about right now is building relationships. That's what a poly relationship is. You building a relationship.
Now, you know, sex is a bonus.
Always. It's a plus.
Man, to be able to have two coochies at the same time. Lord Jesus. All right. So Mario says, what if either one don't ask if you hungry?
I'm dropping both of them hoes. And give me some new ones.
Right.
That make her some new
ones. They gotta go.
I remember. Who said that? Who was that?
Mario.
Just remember, I said we gotta be like-minded. So somebody gonna think like me. She over here high capping, but this is babe, what you wanna eat? What you wanna eat? So
yeah, I'm telling you, even when I'm pissed off at her, I'd be mad, angry at her, and I call, what you want to eat? When she tell what she don't eat, then I hang up. So still gonna look out. So Slim Star says, so what happens if you want more than one girl, then your girl wants more than one nigga? Do y'all all go together?
Yes.
Yes.
That's that conversation. You know, because then again, you okay, let's put it like this. I'm gonna break it down.
And you can chime in anytime, J Boo.
I'm gonna break it down so forever be broken. Okay. Poly relationships are where you discuss. A lot of y'all in poly relationships and don't even know it. Okay. Preach! Y'all in EV relationship thinking they the only ones when they are doing other things. Okay. Now in a poly relationship, you get the best of both worlds, because say for instance, this person is caring and loving, and you know, you like this, you really like this person, but it's not that bing. But then over here, you have somebody that gives you, you know, that roughness, that, you know, that what you need, you know, that little roughneck every now and then. You still don't have that bing, but together you have a bing. That's a poly relationship, because they have made that whole person for you, pretty much.
Because you like something in this person and you like something in that person. And so basically you just build the bitch. It's just with two people.
Correct.
That's all you did. That's basically what it is.
And I know about it. Now,
correct. Honestly.
When we talking now, this person might say, hey, I really kind of dig this person. Now all three of us have to talk, because we all together and we sexy. So we got to be okay with the person you finna date.
Correct.
We have to be okay with that. You know, well, I have to, but we, you know what I'm saying? We have to know about it.
It has to be a communication. We got to know about it, because at the end of the day, it's still, you know, it's still stuff out there, right? So if I'm sexing you and I'm sexing, you're the only person that I'm sexing, right? And so in that poly, y'all the only people I'm sexing with. So if you branch outside of that, you want to branch outside, I need to have that conversation, because guess what? We all know what we got. We done got tested, we done got whatever. We all great. So when you branch outside of that, now you are now you stumping in some other.
You tread in dangerous
There
territory,
you go.
and in that situation now, again, if that's something you want to do and you were like, well, no, I just really want this person for myself, then that's when we cut ties, because now you want to do something else, and that's fine. you know at the end of the day, we still together, but you go off and do what you want to. Now, can you come back? Hell no, because we don't know what you got
Right.
out there.
Yeah.
And you have every right to do so, because the obligation is not the same. It is not, because we're not obligated, but we're tied, and so that legal connection is not the same with you. So you have the ability of saying, I mean, we do too. It just costs money. Let's see here, man. Somebody done really wrote. So Slim Star said, no, let me sorry, Randy, baby, look, making one person happy and building is a lot of work, but man, you want to, your bank account must be say balling, because baby, look, my account is saying one and one and only.
No, because that be like, I think Randy missed it. We said everybody has to be equal.
Everybody, yeah,
Equal.
It's gonna be somebody that make a little bit more than the other, but at the end of the day, everybody's pulling their own weight. You know what I'm saying? They are. I can't say that my grocery bill gonna get no higher, because guess what? We still cook around this mug like we cook it for 5 or 6 damn people.
And we just ain't gonna have that many leftovers.
We just ain't gonna have that much leftovers.
And then on top of that, we ain't gonna waste food, because this one over here can't hardly eat. Go ahead, Nicola said what
Nicola says, when I met my husband, I had previously been in a long-term poly relationship. He stated he had also been in a poly relationship. We had one threesome in the beginning. Then when I started discussing partnership, etc., after we got married, now it's a problem. I don't do too much of it at all. I'm very subtle, but we are going to do something. It's not a one hit or quit at a football banquet. Can't call it right now. Okay. So
wait, he got the problem with it, or she got the problem with it?
I think the husband
he got a problem.
The husband got the problem with it?
Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
The husband got
the issue with it. Even though at first he said he really didn't, because they had both been in one. And so
now the question I have, Nicola, is that because you said he was in one before and you was in one, the one that you were in, did it involve a man and another woman, or 2 men? And the one that he was in, did it involve 2 women? Because the problem he may have is the fact that he don't mind 2 women, but he don't want a woman and another man. So answer that question for me. Which makes him selfish as shit. Okay, Teets and
not necessarily,
I'm just playing.
I don't even know, because you just said you don't want a man in our relationship.
I just playing. You don't want no nigga either. Get the fuck out somewhere.
Hey, I can do a gay man, because they gonna cook.
Who gonna have sex with him?
Not me.
Go see, they gonna be.
Because look, we building a relationship.
Yeah, bye.
That person, that he can go have sex wherever he want to have sex.
Let's say right here, what? I'm finna pull this back.
I know
on
it say sexual.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna get it together, pimping.
Yeah.
All right. So Slim Star says there were way too many. Huh? What? Slim Star said those are way too many feelings to play with. Mario says, want to have your cake and eat it too, which is most.
Here we go with the cake again.
And why wouldn't you want your cake and eat it?
It's my cake.
I bought the cake.
When I go buy it, I eat it.
Who buy cake for it to just sit there? All right. Randy says, now I got the equal, but I just saying, shit, special occasion is going to be hell.
Well, no, because now y'all can pitch in. See, you got somebody to help you.
Valentine's Day. Y'all
do for each other. Y'all pick names.
You know what I'm saying? Draw names out the hat. You know what I'm saying? Secret Santa or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Draw names out the hat.
Christmas time, we can have a collective gift. I can get you a gift. We give everybody a gift. All that stuff. So,
or y'all can set somewhere and be some type of rotational thing. Valentine's is you. I got you do some type of rotational thing. Come on, man.
She full of shit. If I don't get her shit for Valentine's Day and get her something, it's gonna be a whole problem.
We didn't get nothing Valentine's Day last time.
That's fine.
Okay, we got a call
that's
right
before
here.
Somebody came into the relationship. But
we got a caller calling in right now. We got this is Tasia on the line. Tasia, thank you for calling in to listen up. What you got for us?
Praise the Lord, hallelujah, amen. First, let me just say, I appreciate y'all answering the phone. Secondly, I would like to say, y'all, these goddamn pilot relationships full of shit. Half of these folks don't know what they doing. They just doing some shit because they just want to see some shit, try some shit, and be some shit. Listen, I thoroughly would like a poly relationship. I'm down for it. I'm understandable with all that. But listen, like I said, special occasions, Christmas holiday, ain't no picking no goddamn names. Ain't none of that friendly shit. Cause everybody gonna want something. And everybody gonna want something nice. And that's a lot of goddamn money. And right now times is hard. We still in a recession, thank you, Jesus. But in the same instance, I would definitely say if it's something that anybody is thinking about or trying to go into, I would definitely say all parties need to go in the situation open minded, open hearted, and all cards on the table, and everybody being upfront and honest about what's going on, where we at, what we all expecting from this. Because sometimes, let's be honest, everybody don't tell you everything about them right up front.
Right.
It depends. I can say it depends now. I can't say that now, Tasia. The only reason why I say that, it depends on the type of individual and the adult that you are. Because when me and Stormy got together, we had already been through the ringer with other folk. And I was actually pretty cool with being by myself. But we got together. Stormy was very upfront about who she was and the type of person that she was. Very upfront. When she got with me, I was going through some stuff. I was very upfront. Look, this is what's going on. Either you hear or you not. And have time for the sales where we was too old for that stuff. So if you get with somebody,
but that was the thing. Both of y'all were mature enough to say, hey, this is what it is, this is what it ain't. This is what I'm looking for, this is ain't what I'm looking for. This is what I'm willing to accept, this is what I'm not willing to accept. You gotta understand. Everybody in America don't have that same mind frame to just be upfront and honest. Some people will give you what they think you want to hear or what they think, you know what I'm saying?
And that's true, and that's why when we said earlier, when you have to go in a poly relationship thinking this is a relationship. This is something that I want. This is not just a one night stand. This is not somebody I'm just fucking, right? And so, back to what you said is a lot of people come in, they want to just try something. I'm just doing something. It's something to do. And if that's the case, then that's what it needs to be.
But also on the same token, as I stated earlier, especially when it comes to me, I don't want no newbie. I don't want somebody that's just, I want to try this out. Oh, I need somebody. I don't want somebody who is a virgin.
I don't want a part-time lesbian.
So that pretty much.
I like to say is whatever choices that people decide to make, just be open, honest, and smart with your decisions and your choices, and just be real about it. You know what I'm saying? Be 100%, and don't play with people. You know what I'm saying? Just be what it is up front. And if you like me, just say fuck it and just fucking bust a nut, go to the room and call it what it is, and just wang dang do the fucking do the shit, fuck it. I'm just saying, excuse me, I don't mean to cuss on y'all broadcast, but
I already did.
We've been cussing while we've been out here, but no, I mean, I get what you're saying, and that's what pretty much what we've been trying to explain out to people who just for those who are against it, those who are for it. We've been kind of laying it out on both aspects. Even J Boo that's online, she's been there, she's done that, and she's not saying she will never do it again, but she's just saying she's experienced that aspect of poly.
Yeah, and I think she's more wiser now for it.
Correct.
Right. I think people who test the waters, they do make better partners because they experience it and they know communication is key. Right. This is what I want. This is what I like. Can you can you handle it? If you can't handle it, then it's up to me if I want to deal with it or not. Doesn't mean we can't be friends, but at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to be in the kind of relationship that I want.
Okay. See, now I'll be down for one of Stormy pilots when she said we can have a man,
girl.
But he
let me tell you, don't listen to us.
But think about how great they would be, because we all be cool by y'all up in this camp. But when you need to have what you need to have, you can go do what you want to do, and we wouldn't even be mad.
Yeah,
I'm still mad because at the end of the day, the whole perk. Look, the extra perk of me having a third is that every now and again might want to go on in and get it in.
But
I can't get it in.
We
I
can't
can't get it in.
we can't get it in, just not with him.
He's not going to object if y'all
He
gonna
not.
find somebody
He can
else.
sit there and watch.
I,
You know, matter of fact, because I
I
already told you I like gay men porn, so you can't.
I want to be able to get it.
You never know, you might find a gay man that want to watch. He might sit there, baby, listen. It's for people like me that are watchers. We like to watch sometimes. You like to watch. It's kind of like story time, praise the Lord.
It's still going to be a hard no for me.
But in that really and truly in that instance, that kind of relationship becomes a friendship because that's all it's gonna be. But you know, but again, you have somebody that come in, hey, they working, we working together, making shit work,
right?
And I can watch them have
So
sex every now and then.
So I have someone that asked, is a threesome different than a poly?
Yes.
Than a poly stuff? And yes, it is.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Because a poly involves feelings and emotions and things of that sort. Threesome don't involve none of that. I'm smashing and that's it. I'm smashing
Right.
and
Goodbye.
We might be friends at the end of the day, but maybe not.
Mario, you will not be on here advocating somebody put a strap on and top that bottom.
Bam! Bam! Because I ain't gonna lie. I'll be like, you know what? You ain't ass. I might even want to try it. You know, it might be one time I try it. Be like, let me go ahead and drink it.
J-Bo, you hear this bull? You hear this BS?
Hey, I hear it.
That boy real quick and let me try it one time.
Tasha, this is not this ain't caviar. So I'm determined if I like it. So I'm gonna try it before I say I don't like it. And so since you are here advocating the nonsense, I'm gonna have to disconnect this call. Have a good day and thank you, Tasha. The bullcorn that transpires when you are on a call with my wife and her mind go out here, y'all. At least I'm still a little bit here. I'm just out here a little bit. A little while, so hers just gone. You know what I'm saying?
It's some men that like the strap.
It's
a whole different experience.
I cannot. Well, J-Boo, I thank you for joining us on this episode of Listen Up. We're talking about poly relationships. We truly, truly appreciate you and taking the time out to be with us tonight. So, you have any last words that you would like to say to people?
I'm gonna say, y'all, don't knock it till you try it. Don't knock it till you try, because you don't even know if you're gonna like it. Other than that, y'all, thanks for having me.
Would you do it would you do it with a gay man?
Nah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have. He can be a part. Like, he can be there. You know, I don't mind that.
But no.
Nah. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah,
I got you. Well, y'all, our next topic next week is going to be: can you have sex without emotional attachment?
Yes. Oh.
That's gonna be the next topic, y'all, which is can you actually have sex with no emotional attachment? That's gonna be hard for a lot of women because women, we lead into everything with emotions. Most of us.
Yes.
Most women do. So and if you do it multiple times with the same person, that's when it becomes but we're gonna touch on that next week, y'all. Let me go ahead and give out a few announcements that's going on. Tonight is the R&B karaoke out at Marty's Live in Dallas, so go check them out tonight.
Yep.
On Friday is going to be I believe her name is Misha's camouflage party out in the lounge, and Gio will be performing that night. They have a really good lineup going on, so come check out the lounge, and it is so friendly. Puff, puff, pass. All right, and then on Saturday is the 90s party. The 90s party going down at Marty's Live, powered up by yours truly, New Vision, the kickback, y'all, at Marty's Live. And then AO also is celebrating her birthday that day. So she has a birthday bash going on that Saturday. And then on Sunday is Sugar Shack Sunday, y'all. Y'all know with Miss Wanda doing the thing. And then I'm going to throw this out there for everybody. On February the 3rd, y'all, Squirt Kelly will be back in the house at Marty's Live. We brought Squirt Kelly back. for the sexy. So that night will be the nasty and naughty edition of the kickback. So you come in there, your leather, your lace, your fur, whatever it is. Just don't come in there naked. You come in half naked because I do like to watch.
And I'm taking pictures.
I'll just let you know like that. And I might get a quick little rub up. That's just, I'll give my quick little rub up. And for and let me tell you also, on this Saturday for the 90 show, Tasia is the MC for this Saturday.
And
y'all.
you better bring it, because she's
gonna be on that mic, y'all. Turn it up. And
bring
on
February
the 3rd, y'all, when Squirt Kelly's gonna be here, I was able to get your radio personality Vita Loca on that night. She will be MCing for us, the kickback that night, y'all, for Squirt Kelly. So it's a lot of stuff going on. Also, the LGBTQ STIMA Awards, y'all, that's going on. To get your nominations in, you have 12 days to get your nominations in. All you got to do is just nominate. Put the person's name for what category you want. If you want to nominate that person 15 times, and hey, so be it. Go in there and nominate 15 times. The link is on my page. We did have to change it up and take it off the website because there was some crazy stuff going on. So I just have the actual link that you can go in there and actually click on it. Go ahead and nominate. And understand that if you don't nominate the person, don't get mad if you are nominated, Pookie, and Pookie didn't get put on the final ballot because you're the only one that nominated Pookie. Pookie needed to get more nominations because it's the top 3 nominees, that are going to be placed on the final ballot for your votes. So go ahead and nominate your people for the categories that you want to see them in, y'all.
T, you need to bring your butt to the club. It's 90s.
Yes, it's the 90s.
Come on out. Check me out. Also, everybody, check it out. I just dropped my clothing line for Black and Petty in honor of Black History. Check it out. It's on my page. Petty Wear by Stormy page. It's on Tamika's page as well. So,
and also Gio L'Amour has the fragrance out. It is a unisex fragrance. It's not super strong. It's not real soft. I mean, it's very subtle. It's a very nice fragrance. We'll be coming out with some more things, so stay tuned. That'll be other things will be coming out by August. You can also get your Gio L'Amour t-shirt as well. So that'll be placed on the website. So we'll be posting all of that. Yeah, so that'll be already. You'll be able to get it in red, white, and black, y'all. So that is our announcements for the day. And again, we appreciate, when I say appreciate, everybody for tuning in. I see everybody next week. Until then.